This is the scariest thing. One, you freeze because you're scared, and two, you get more scared because you've frozen. So why do we freeze in situations of conflict or in situations of performance or in situations where things are expected of us? Why do we freeze? Why do we panic and freeze?
Just don't freeze.
What are you talking about? I never freeze.
This response occurs when your brain thinks that it can neither take on stress nor escape. You feel confused and stuck. You feel paralyzed and can't understand what to do or what decision to make. You ignore the problem and run away from it or shrink from it, instead of facing it and solving it, because otherwise it's too uncomfortable. Your body may react by making you feel as if you can't breathe or by making you feel cold. The freeze response is lowest energy. So a time in my life that I froze. Oh guys, this is embarrassing, but here we go. There was a girl that I liked in elementary school. Even just as a wee boy, I loved love. I loved the idea of love. And there was a girl that I had a little childhood crush on. And at this point, even by like 3rd grade, all the boys were posturing jocks and acting all macho and cool and already being jerks to her. And I wanted to show her that I was different. I wanted to show her that I was sensitive. And so I decided in music class to sing the song Santa Fe from Newsies. I don't remember if it was a Share Your Talents day or if I just said, "Excuse me, I'd like to sing a song now." I don't remember how it happened, but I stood up in front of the class and I started to sing Santa Fe from Newsies. And I was looking right at her as I sang, like I was singing to her. And she looked uncomfortable and disgusted and weirded out. But I couldn't look away from her because I'd already committed. And also if I looked away from her, everybody else was laughing at me. And so I couldn't look at them, so I just looked more intently at her. And the more intently at her I looked, the more she looked uncomfortable or looked away. And I stopped singing and I froze. And I didn't know what to do. My knees were knocking together. Do I finish the song? Do I apologize and sit down? Do I sit there like a deer in the headlights? And all of those seemed like equally terrible options. And I froze. And I stood there for about 10 seconds just staring at her with wide, creepy eyes. And then I said, as my knees knocked together, because I was so embarrassed, and I said, "I'm sorry." And I sat down like halfway through the song. That was mortifying. That has stayed with me for the rest of my life. That was horrific. We freeze because we don't know what to do. When have you froze? When have you been paralyzed by fear or uncertainty or by panic? It's fight, flight, or freeze. We fight when we feel powerful, we fight when we feel cornered, or we fight because we feel like it's the best course of action. We run when we feel like there's no way we can win. We freeze when we have no idea what to do. So how do we work through that in the moment? I will see you in our next video.